Hi, I'm Karen, and I am ready to do 45 minutes of yoga with you today. This is a yoga flow that is going to incorporate some hamstring and hip stretches, chest and shoulder stretches, a lot of things that are going to be good for your low back and your neck, and it's going to leave you feeling great, I hope. So what I want you to do before we even start is to take a couple minutes to just bring yourself into this present moment. Do your best to leave behind everything that happened before class that's going to happen after class, and just bring yourself right here. Of course, our mind is going to wander. That's just what happens. And so as you notice during class your mind wandering, just use that deep breath to try to let it go. Speaking of breath, I want you to belly breathe. So I want you to allow your rib cage and diaphragm to expand like a balloon as you inhale and deflate as you exhale. So I want you to just focus on what you're doing. Keep in mind this is a Skype class that I videoed, so when I'm facing the camera, when I say left or right, you'll either do what you see me doing or what you hear me saying. But either way, I want you to just reserve these next 45 minutes just for you, what's best for you. Thanks. Up. Make sure you've got a mat and your yoga strap. Those feet are apart, abs are engaged. You're gonna hold on to those elbows, and you're just gonna gently rock your whole body from side to side. We're gonna take these first couple minutes to just bring ourselves fully present here. Everything else that you've been doing during the day to the side. Just going to focus on our breathing in and out through our nose, and all the sensations we'll feel in our muscles. So let's go ahead and hold on to the right leg with both hands, gently pulling the nose towards the knee. Then you're going to look up and reach that right arm up and gently twist. And on your exhale, let's make our way over to the left. Gently taking your nose toward your knee. And let's reach that left arm up, gently twist. Good, let's go ahead and walk those feet a little closer together. Let's glance up and lift that tailbone and reverse swan dive up. Standing back bend. And let's look past those fingertips, come on down. Let's glance up, lift the tailbone, lunge back one foot, and then the other. You're in your plank. So your knees could be down, your knees could be up. Either way, I want you to lift those abs, hug the sides with your elbows, come on down nice and slow. Now a nice up dog. I want you to open the chest and lift that head up. And let's bring those knees apart, big toes together, sit back in child's pose. So you just want to rest your forehead on the mat. Let the middle of your chest just surrender towards the mat. And just exhale out any distractions that are darting in and out through your mind. And keep in mind you're going to do everything today at your pace. So let's walk those hands a little farther out and bring those hips in the air. And your legs, the bottom part of your legs are parallel to the ground. You're going to rest your forehead and let the middle of that chest just surrender towards the mat. Your hips are in the air this time. And let's come back up to your palms. Let's tuck those toes under and lift the hips to up dog, to down dog. So those feet are hip width apart. You're going to engage your center and lift those hips and allow the top of the head to sink closer to the mat. And try to relax those quadriceps so that those hamstrings can get the best stretch possible. As you exhale, let's reach those right toes up to the sky. Walk your hands back a little bit, nose towards that left knee, and let's gently swing through. So your right knee is right above the ankle. We're going to float that chest up. We're going to tuck the pelvis under and lean back. And look past those fingertips, swing through. Let's inhale up. Exhale, we're going to place those hands at our low back and clasp them. Gently pull them straight and think about opening the chest and pulling those shoulders down. Let's glance over your right shoulder and let's extend both arms. Your left arm is in front. Shoulder height as best as possible. Arms come up, lean it back. And good, we're gonna bring your left knee down to the mat. And with the right knee right above the ankle, our hands are on that right thigh. We're gonna take the left quadricep, sink forward, straighten the arms, and press those shoulders down as you breathe. We're gonna take that left forearm, put it on the outside of your right thigh, and glance over your right arm. Take your right hand to your low back and just bend this right knee as deep as you feel comfortable. All the while taking the breaths in and out through the nose. Let's gently bring those hands to the mat and bring your right knee to the mat. For a nice cat-cow stretch. And now with the right wrist directly under the shoulder, let's go ahead and extend your right leg out. Left arm reaches, those abs stay strong, and you're gonna reach from left fingertips to right toes. Now let's take that left arm out to the left and flex your right foot. Taking that right leg out to the right, just doing the best that you can. Slowly bring it back down the middle. Reach long, take a breath. And hand and knee down. We're gonna sit those hips right and bring your right hand on top of the left. Good, untwist. Let's do another nice cat-cow stretch. And let's go ahead and come to that plank with your wrists below your shoulders. Abs strong, hug the sides, come on down. Nice up dog. Push up if you choose, and down dog. Now you can take turns bending one knee and then the other, loosening up those calves, just slowly. And let's go ahead and come to your right side plank. So your right knee can be down. You want your right wrist to be directly below the shoulder. You're more than welcome to straighten both legs if you prefer. Roll that left hip open. Deep cleansing breaths. Ribcage and diaphragm expand and contract with your breath. We're coming back to plank. And we're gonna hug the sides, come on down slow. Nice up dog. And if you want to do a push-up, you can, and then come to down dog. So feet relax, head sinking down, hips lifting up. On your exhale, let's take those left toes up to the ceiling. Walk those hands back, nose towards your right knee, and left toes reach. Let's gently swing through. Make sure that left knee is right above the ankle. Engage your middle, and let's float that chest up. So you want to tuck the pelvis under, lean back and breathe. Looking past those fingertips, swing through. And inhale up. Leaning back, let's take those hands to your low back. Chin in the chest, gently pull those arms straight, opening that chest. And let's rotate looking over your left shoulder and extending both arms. Shoulder height if possible, right arm is in front. Good, both arms up, gently lean back. And let's go ahead and bring that right knee down to the mat. Hands on your left thigh. You're going to be sinking your right quadricep forward with the knee above the ankle. Straighten the arms, chin in the chest, and breathe. Now your right forearm comes to the outside of that thigh. Glance over your left shoulder. As your left hand comes to the low back, really bend that left knee deep and breathe. Ribcage and diaphragm expand on your inhale, deflate on that exhale. As you slowly untwist, hands to the mat and the left knee comes to the mat. So with your left wrist directly under the shoulder, let's extend that left leg behind you. Keep those abs strong and reach your right arm long, spinal balance. Right arm can come out to the side and you can flex that left foot as we take the left leg out to the left. On the exhale, let's come back down the middle, reach long. And hand and knee down. We're going to sit our hips left. Bring that left hand on top of the right. And untwist. Come back to those hands and knees in a nice cat stretch. Glancing up to the ceiling. And let's come back to that plank. With your wrists below your shoulders, really lift the belly button up and come on down. Nice up dog with an open chest, lifting the head. Push up if you choose, and then down dog. Connect to that breath and let everything else go. As you exhale, let's roll to your left side plank. So that left knee can be down. You want your left wrist directly under the shoulder, but you could also straighten both legs. That is totally up to you. Calm face and deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Let's come back to your plank. Wrists below those shoulders. Hug the sides, come on down. Up dog. Push up if you want, and down dog. Good, let's shift some of that weight out of the heel of your hand more towards your knuckles. Lift the hips and allow the top of the head to sink as you relax your quadriceps and your knees. Let's walk or softly jump those feet to your hands. And with fingertips on the ground, let's extend the right toes up. Now let's automatically take some weight out of your fingertips and start to roll that right hip open. Your right arm either stays hanging down or it can lift up, but I want you to find a focal point. Something where your eyes are going to stay as you're rolling this hip open. Feel free to hang that right arm down at any point you need to. Slowly fingertips down. And we're going to take that strong left thigh, bring us up. Slow and controlled. Hands on our hips, right knee up. And right toes. Good, let's just shake it out. Nice job. So let's bring those feet together and take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, right arm down, and we're gonna walk those right fingertips down the leg, lengthening down your left side. Right hand grabs the wrist, so just gently pull. Rest your head and breathe. Half moon, lengthening down your left side. Deep breath in. Exhale a little bit deeper. Continue to push the left foot down. Now let's open it up into mountain. And let's find a focal point so we can do tree pose on our right leg. So our weight is going to be on the right leg. Left toes could be on the ground and hands at our heart. This is tree pose. So anytime we start to bring the leg up, extend the arms, if you need to come back to here, please do. Eyes on one spot where they're not going to move, and then start to bring that left foot up. As you're ready, let's bring those branches up. You choose whether those hands are apart or together. I want you to lift and think about creating space between the rib cage and hip bone without shrugging your shoulders. And slowly bringing those hands back to your heart. And we're going to extend the left leg behind us. Abs are scooped in. Warrior three. You decide how high you're going to lift the left leg and how low you're going to bring that chest. Very slowly lunge on your toes. Let's bring those hands down and let's scoot our right foot to the right for prayer twist. You want to make sure the knee is above the ankle and your left elbow comes to the outside of the thigh as we press the palms together and that right elbow is up. So we're not going to shrug our shoulders. You can take that left foot if you want to a little farther behind you as you breathe. End of an exhale, we can take one hand down and then the other, and your left knee can come to the ground as the hands are on the inside of that right foot. And let's walk our right foot a little farther right. Take your left quadricep and really sink it towards the mat. Let's start to bend the elbows if you want to. Coming down to those forearms. So you can come to the forearms or you can stay on your palms. Completely up to you. But that left quadricep, that back thigh, is sinking towards the mat. Your head is heavy towards the mat and you're breathing deeply through your nose. As we come back to the palms, let's bring that right foot to the middle of the mat. And let's shift our weight back. And let's slide that right leg straight to the middle of the mat. Okay, so we're not taking it at an angle. It's going to come straight to the middle. You're only taking it out to where it's comfortable for you. Hands could come towards your right foot. And we can start to bend the elbows, allowing the chest to sink down. Try to just relax the right foot. Use each exhale to deepen the stretch. Lengthening down that right hamstring. And your left quadricep is sinking towards the mat. Last couple breaths here. Good, end of that exhale. Let's be nice to ourselves, inching our way out of this. Take that right knee to the mat and just gently shake those hips from side to side. As we come to the plank, wrists below the shoulders, abs are lifted. Come on down slow. And we're going to stay laying on the mat for just a second. Let's engage our middle and reach our arms nice and long with the hands and feet slightly off the mat. Not way up, just slightly. Make sure your middle is engaged. We didn't let it go. And now the arms come down to the sides. And if you can, we're going to clasp the hands at your backside. Gently pull the arms straight and lift those hands up a little bit. Deep breaths in and out. On your exhale, release. Let's turn the head to the right. Let the shoulders just flop. Take a couple breaths. And as we glance forward, palms underneath the shoulders, gently lift into up dog, opening that chest. Push up if you choose, and then take it to down dog. Automatically shift that weight out of the heel of the hand a little bit more towards the knuckles. The head sinks down, the feet are relaxed, so are the knees. Connect to your breath and let everything else go. As you walk or softly jump those feet to your hands. Now your weight is going to be in your fingertips, but let's shift some of the weight out of the fingertips and extend the left leg behind you. Now with the weight out of the fingertips, we're going to roll that left hip open. And your left arm can either stay hanging down or pick a focal point and that left arm can come up. Completely up to you. Each side might feel a little different. I want you to do what's best for you. Inhale, really rolling the left hip open. Exhale, left fingertips down. And then your strong right thigh presses you up just the best that you can. Just standing with our hands on our hips. Left knee up and left toes up. Let's take it down and just shake it out. Nice job. So with feet together, deep breath in. Left arm comes down. And we're going to lengthen the right side, pressing this right foot down into the mat. Left hand gently grabs the wrist. Just rest your head. Right foot pushed down as you breathe. Inhale, lift. Exhale a little bit deeper, pressing the right foot down, half moon. Good, front of that mat. Open up the arms, roll those shoulders back. And let's find our focal point. We're going to come into tree pose on the left side. So we want to bring all the weight to the left foot, just balancing on those right toes. Remember, as we come up higher, this is tree pose. You're more than welcome to come back to this. If you want to, with eyes on one spot, that right foot comes up. And with abdominals engaged, those arms come up for your branches. Hands can be together or apart, but lengthen between rib cage and hip bone without shrugging your shoulders. And trees sway in the wind. That is fine, don't worry about it. Slowly bring those hands back to the heart. And then you're going to extend the right leg behind you for warrior three. Abs strong. You decide how high you're going to lift the right leg. You've found a focal point. Your eyes are going to stay there. Gently lunge on those right toes. Let's bring our hands down. You want that left knee to be above the ankle, but let's walk it a little bit to the left, getting ready for prayer twist. If you need to modify by resting your back knee, you're more than welcome to do that. So your right elbow comes to the outside of the thigh, palms together, left elbow up, deep cleansing breaths. Not shrugging those shoulders, and anytime the twist is too much, just place your hands back down and stay in the lunge, no problem. Remember, this 45 minutes is about you and what's best for your strength and balance and flexibility, all with deep breath. Slowly come out of this with one hand down, and then the other, and our right knee comes to the mat with the hands on the inside of your left foot. Let's walk our left foot a little farther left. Take your right quadricep, sink it forward. On your exhale, let's bend those elbows, come on down. Stay on your palms, come to your forearms. That is up to each one of you. Let go of that self-negative talk, self-judgment, and just literally do what's best for your body. Sink that right quadricep towards the mat, continuing to breathe. Let go of tightness with each exhale. And as you're ready, slowly come up to those palms. Let's walk that left foot towards the middle of the mat. And let's shift our weight back. And let's slide that left leg straight towards the front. Remember, you're only coming out to where it's comfortable for you. Your hands could walk towards your left foot. Now the left foot's completely relaxed. And as we bend the elbows, sinking our chest down, try to make sure you're not rocked to one side or the other. Releasing tightness, sinking that right quadricep towards the mat. Keep dissolving that tightness. Couple more exhales, your best. And at the end of your exhale, let's slowly ease our way out of this. Place that left foot on the mat and then the left knee down. And allow those hips to kind of shake side to side a little bit. Let's come into that plank. Abs lifted up, knees come down whenever you need to. Let's hug the sides and come on down. Let's stay here on the mat for a second. Let's bring those knees a little farther apart and bring your feet in the air. Let's reach back and grab those ankles the best that you can, okay? If this is going to be too difficult, you can do what we did the first time and clasp those fingertips, okay? So with knees apart, you're going to gently take the tops of the feet and push them away from you. Big toes come towards each other. And sometimes you kind of rock forward and back a little bit, not much, as you breathe. Just like a wheel. Continue to push the tops of the feet away and take a couple more breaths. And then exhale, let's release, turn your head left. Allow those shoulders just to flop. Deep breaths in and out. Good. Now on an exhale, you're going to extend your right arm out. I'm just going to flip around so I'm facing you. So your right arm extends straight out, palm down, and you're going to roll yourself to your right. You're going to bend your left knee and place that foot behind you. And your left hand slides to the low back. You can always take your right fingertips, walk them farther away from you. Left foot can walk farther away. Take some deep breaths in and out. On your exhale, roll to the stomach, continue looking left, and just rest your arms at your sides. Gently glance forward. Let's take the left arm flat, palm down, and roll to your left. Bend that right knee, placing the foot behind you, and right hand comes to the low back. Continue to walk the left fingertips a little farther away if you want to. Right foot can walk farther away. This is so good for those, not only your shoulder muscles, but your chest as well, which have so much to do with our posture. Tight chest muscles just cause us to kind of have that roll forward posture. We don't want that. Let's roll back to the stomach. Continue looking right. Rest your arms at your sides and take a breath or two. Good, and as you glance forward, let's come up to those forearms. Your head pulls up and the chest pulls forward. And let's gently press into up dog, opening that chest, lifting the head. Feel free to do a push-up if you want to, and down dog. Automatically shift that weight out of the heel of the hand, more towards your knuckles. Lift those hips and the top of the head sinks. Relax your knees. If it feels all right, you're going to come to your forearms into dolphin. We're going to move our toes just a little closer to your elbows and use the leverage of your forearms on the mat to gently press yourself back. And then very gently take your knees apart. Big toes together, sit back in child's pose. Rest your forehead and allow the middle of the chest to just surrender to the mat. Come up to those hands and knees for one more cat-cow stretch. And let's go ahead and have a seat at the front of your mat. You'll want to make sure that your yoga strap is near you, so when we lay down, you'll be able to grab it. So let's come into boat pose twice. After the first one, we're going to fold forward into our butterfly stretch. So open chest, let's bring those arms up and engage your middle. You're welcome to take one leg up, you're welcome to take both. I want you to listen to your back, engage your abdominals. And on your exhale, bring those feet together. Heels pull towards you. Hold on around your toes and let the shoulders come down. And head up as we press those knees towards the mat. And then nose towards your toes. Deep breaths. And we're going to bring those knees together. Shoulders down. We're going to come into boat again. And after boat this time, I'm going to give you the option of coming into plow and then shoulder stand. If you know that are not going to be good for your neck and back, I'd like you to go ahead and stay here, hugging those knees into our chest, rocking side to side. We'll join you in just a second. So if it's safe for you, you're going to take those legs back to plow, but we're not going to force it. We're going to feel our way through and stop when it's safe for you. So just allow those knees to sink towards your forehead. If you want to put your hands on the mat, you can, or you can keep them to support your low back. Let's take those legs straight up, just as straight as you feel comfortable, tucking the tailbone under. And then bring the soles of the feet together. Let those knees relax apart and take a breath. Slowly bringing those legs back up. And then bringing them back to plow just the best that you can. Hands on the mat. We're going to roll down slowly, keeping those abs strong. Bringing the low back to the mat. Hands on your knees. Let's draw circles. Massage that low back. Gently in both directions. Let's bring straight our arms between our knees and hold on to our ankles or our feet. Feet facing the ceiling, and for happy baby pose, knees gently pull down, elbows press out as you rock side to side. And you can either stay right here or your first two fingers make a hook with your big toes. And we press those heels apart, allow those legs to relax out. Good. On the exhale, let's let the knees drop to the right. Arms up and look to your left. See if your knees can be separated instead of stacked. Bring that left knee back a little bit. And let's let the knees come to the left. Look to your right. And again, make sure the right knee is a little bit behind the left. Big cleansing breath. And let's go ahead and find our yoga strap. Placing that right foot in the yoga strap. Put the left leg flat. We're going to take that right leg out to the right as we look to our left. Now let's keep that left hip rolled down to the mat and gently pull. Right toes aim to the wall behind you. Exhale, the right leg's up. And we move the strap to our heel and completely relax that right foot. Gently pull the leg towards you as you push your right knee away. And then we're going to back away, move the strap towards the ball of your foot. Get a nice flex, and as you pull the leg towards you, let's roll that foot out or in. You decide what's going to deepen your right calf stretch. As we release, we're going to hold the strap with our left hand and take it across the body as we look to our right. And as you gently pull, that's your right IT band stretching on the outside of that right thigh. As you exhale, gently pull. Good. Let's bring that leg straight up. Now let's put both feet in the yoga strap and gently pull. Lifting those hips a little bit and breathing. Let's release and place the right leg on the mat. Left hand holds your yoga strap, and it's going to come out to your left. Now let's keep that right hip rolled down to the mat and not miss that part of the stretch. Gently pull and breathe. Keep that deep cleansing breath. End of your exhale, let's take that left leg straight up. Move the strap towards your heel with a relaxed foot. Let's gently pull the leg towards you and push the left knee away. Let's back away and move the strap towards the ball of your foot. Get a nice flex as you pull the leg towards you, and remember to roll it out or in. Play with it and get your best left calf stretch. Release, you're going to hold the strap with your right hand. Take it across your body and glance to your left with a gentle pull, stretching your left IT band. Each time you exhale, it can be a little bit more of a pull. Let's release and place that strap down. And let's lengthen the body from fingertips to toes. See how long you can make yourself. And then as you exhale, just slide those arms down towards your sides. Rest them palms up. Close your eyes. In essence, just get in a comfortable position for you, where you can close your eyes and breathe in and out through your nose. Let's use these last few minutes to their fullest. Think about what you need to inhale today. So maybe it's some calm and peace. Maybe it's some clarity on a decision you're trying to make. Maybe it's some self-love. And what do you need to exhale? Is it some negative self-talk that just needs to go? Is it some judgment of others that you're ready to let go of? Let's pull all that breath to the very top of the head. And as you exhale, just feel that breath flow across your forehead. Roll across your temples and flow across the back of your head. Across those eyes, nose, and cheekbones. As the breath flows across the back of your jaw and straight down the sides and back of the neck. Feel your shoulders just relax as your chest opens up. And there's a release across the upper back. Feel the breath flow straight down your arms, rounding those elbows, straight down your forearms to your wrists and your palms and the top of your hand. Breath is between your fingers and all the way to your fingertips as you take that deep breath in. Exhale, just wiggle the fingers gently, letting all that stress and tension leave the body through your fingertips. On your exhale, feel it just starting to surround your rib cage, one rib at a time. Rolling from the middle of your back down to the small of your back. across your waist and your abdominals. With a deep breath in. Exhale, let your hips and your glutes just relax and mold to the mat. Quadriceps and hamstrings release. Knees, shins, and calves. Ankles, and then feel the breath round your heels and flow up the arch of your foot. Rolling across the top of your foot. Between your toes and all the way to your toe tips. As you exhale and move those toes gently. Letting stress and tension leave the body through your toe tips. Notice the calm and peace that surrounds you. Notice that new perspective you have on the rest of your day. And just notice how all your interactions could be so much more peaceful if you brought this serenity with you for the rest of your day. Let's take our time coming out of this position slowly. So bending one knee and placing that foot on the mat. And allowing the other knee to join it when you're ready. As you slowly roll to one side, that bottom arm is your pillow. And then on your exhale, just gently pressing up to a nice sitting position. As we sit up nice and tall, let's take a breath in, reaching those arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Surrender everything in that head to your heart. You guys have a blessed day. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.